You're watching News 4 at noon in high definition.
Good afternoon. I'm Mike Colombo sitting in for Robin Smith. Summer is certainly going out with a bang as we start this week with some sizzling temperatures and high humidity. Kent, I was out there this morning and it is downright muggy.
It definitely is, Mike. You're right.
Right now, more than 100 volunteers and emergency responders are combing 20 square miles in rural Illinois looking for a missing 7-year-old girl last seen yesterday morning. They're searching Watson, Illinois, a town of just 750 people, less than 10 miles south of Effingham. Please stop and take a look at your screen here. This is a picture of Willow. She is 4 feet tall, weighs 40 pounds, and has shoulder-length red hair. No foul play is expected in Long's disappearance. Police are investigating a deadly shooting overnight in the 8400 block of Halls Ferry in North St. Louis City. Police later found the man's body several blocks away at Newby Street and Tilley Avenue. This deadly shooting comes on the heels of a violent weekend. 8 people were shot in 4 different incidents between Saturday and Sunday mornings. Starting tomorrow, Missouri lawmakers in Jefferson City will focus their debate on teacher tenure. We did some research overnight and learned it generally takes Missouri teachers 5 years of working in a district before receiving tenure. Critics say the process of firing teachers is too expensive, while supporters argue tenure allows teachers to become advocates for their students. They argue that changes could prompt great teachers to leave Missouri. President Obama will address the nation tomorrow night, making his case for a military strike against Syria. The president's speech comes as Syrian President Bashar al-Assad tells CBS in an exclusive interview he did not use chemical weapons against his people. Danielle Nottingham has more from Washington. Investigators in Connecticut say a mechanical failure is to blame for a Fair Ride's sudden stop that sent passengers crashing into each other. A disturbing story out of Texas where a brawl broke out at a vigil late last night. It happened at a church in the town of Spring, Texas, and in Arkansas, one of the more bizarre and troubling standoff stories we've seen. That's because the suspect in this incident was 107 years old. What do Google employees and Southwest Airlines pilots have in common? Strong 401k plans. Brightscope, which gathers 401k data for tens of thousands of companies, has released its list of top 10 plans.
You're watching News 4 in high definition.
News 4 is always watching out for your health. Researchers in New Zealand tested electronic cigarettes to see if they work better than nicotine patches at helping smokers kick the habit. The first week of the NFL season wraps up tonight, and a new cost index shows being a football fan can be expensive. Welcome back. We want to let you know about a programming note for this afternoon. The Young and the Restless will not air in its usual 4 p.m. slot today because of live CBS coverage of the U.S. Open Tennis Championship. It will air at 1 a.m. There also will be no news at 5 or 6 and no CBS Evening News tonight. Again, The Young and the Restless will not air in its normal time slot. It will air tonight at 1 a.m. In London, royal security is to blame for a royal mix-up at Buckingham Palace. Just days after arresting 2 suspected burglars on the palace grounds, police stopped someone else in the gardens there. Turns out, this time it wasn't an intruder. Instead, it was the Queen's son, Prince Andrew. Police formally apologized to the prince yesterday. He responded saying, quote, "They have a difficult job to do, and sometimes they get it wrong." Yes,
Oops.
they do.
So I'm guessing that the head of the security is walking around with a picture of the prince, the Duke of York.
This
is the Duke.
prince.
Don't pull him over.
Wrong dude.
Leave him alone.
All right, now time for the fun fact.
Yeah, makes more than you and I combined.
Thanks
and a
for
lot more than that,
reminding me.
right?
Yeah, that's right. All right. Enjoy tennis this afternoon. No news at 5 and 6, but we'll see you back here tonight for News 4 at 10.